Hey everyone, welcome back to TSC Connect. Today we have another workout for you in our prop series, and it uses the yoga block. It doesn't really matter what size you have, because I know that a lot of them vary slightly, but as long as you have one or even a ball might work for some of these exercises, just an object to increase the activation of some of the muscles. So without further ado, enjoy. For leg kicks, start by laying your yoga block on the floor close to a wall or chair so you can hold on for balance. Stand on the block and activate your hip. Don't collapse into it. There are 3 movements in this series, so watch this explanation first. We'll start with 10 forward raises, ensuring you're actively lengthening through your spine and hinging at the hip. Be careful not to bend the bottom knee or round your trunk or lean back with each kick. Then we'll do 10 lateral raises. Keep your pelvis level with your knee facing forward. Squeeze the side of your hip to lift your leg. Be careful not to hike your hip or bend sideways through your trunk. Then we'll do 10 back raises. Hinge at your hip to lean your trunk forward, lengthening through the crown of your head. Squeeze your glutes to float your leg back and up, keeping your belly button facing forward. Be careful not to whip your leg up by arching your back. Also, it's very normal for your standing hip to get tired. It's sneaky strengthening. Let's do 10 in each direction. Ready, set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Transition to side kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step down, turn around, and prepare to do the other side. 10 kicks forwards, sideways, and backwards. Ready, set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back kicks for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1, and rest. For slow side lunges with arm raises, turn your palms up to squeeze the yoga block between the pinky sides of your hands. Widen your stance, then take 3 seconds to lower to one side while lifting your arms in front of you, then straighten your leg quickly. So down, 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 then up. Do this for 30 seconds on one side, then proceed to the other side for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go! Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Next is static side lunge with arm openers. Return to your first side lunge position, then hinge forward slightly at the hips. While keeping your core active and your spine elongated, pass the yoga block from side to side, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Do this for 30 seconds, then switch to the other leg for 30 more seconds. Ready, set, go! Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. For kneeling hip extensions, transition to low kneeling and hold the block between your palms with open fingers. As you raise your arms up overhead, also raise your hips off your feet to move into a high kneeling position. Remember to avoid arching your back. Keep your pelvis and ribcage aligned. Do this slowly for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go! For high plank finger taps, place your hands on the yoga block and find a high plank position with wide feet. Without changing the position of your body, step one hand off the block to just touch your fingertips to the mat, then return to the start position. Transfer the weight back onto that hand, then use your other hand to touch the mat. You can do this also from your knees to make it a little bit easier, ensuring your pelvis is in line with your legs and trunk. Alternate sides for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go! Transition to your back for bridges with circular passes. With your knees bent, tuck your pelvis under, then press down into your heels to lift into a bridge. Pass the yoga block in a circle motion under and over your body. Keep your arms straight as you pass the block from one hand to the other overhead. Pass the block in one direction for 30 seconds, then switch directions for 30 more seconds without lowering from the bridge. Ready, set, go! Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Let's progress these movements to single leg bridges. Place the yoga block between your knees and extend one leg to reach it away from you. Tuck your pelvis, then perform repeat bridging taps on one leg. If you feel this in your back, try tucking your pelvis more, or don't lift as high. Do this for 15 seconds on each side. Ready, set, go! Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. For donkey kicks, move into 4-point position and squeeze the yoga block between your heel and your glute. Push your chest away from the floor to activate your shoulders and lengthen your spine. Lift your foot up towards the ceiling without arching your back. Squeezing this block really challenges your hamstrings in this position. Do this for 30 seconds on each side. Ready, set, go! Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Next is fire hydrants. Stay in 4-point and balance the block on your pelvis. With your shoulders activated and neck elongated, lift your knee out to the side as high as you can without dropping the yoga block. Do this for 30 seconds on each side. Ready, set, go. Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Let's challenge your core. Lie on your back, squeeze the yoga block between your feet, then straighten your legs away from you and reach your arms overhead. Pass the block to your hands, then stretch all your limbs out again. Keep passing the block back and forth for 30 seconds without arching off the floor. To make this harder, reach your feet at a 45-degree angle or lower. You can choose the angle of your hips to your preferred difficulty. Ready, set, go. To strengthen your back muscles, let's do a Superman hold. Lie on your tummy with your arms stretched overhead, squeezing the yoga block. Activate your core to lighten your belly button up from the floor. Squeeze your glutes to lift your legs, then hover the block off the floor. Keep your knees and elbows straight, and most importantly, maintain your core activation the whole time. Breathe slowly, holding this position for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Let's end our session with a hip stretch. Start in high plank and bring your foot and knee up towards your hands. Lower down into the pigeon stretch, making sure you're not collapsing your hips to one side or the other. Use the yoga block to support your head in a neutral position. Change the height of the block to match the depth of your stretch. Reach the crown of your head away from your back toe for 30 seconds on each side. Ready, set, go. Switch sides in 3, 2, 1. You've completed your workout for today. Great job! See you next time.